Next part is the coefficient of restitution, which is denoted by letter small e. Okay. Consider two bodies of velocity u1 and u2 moving on a surface in which u1 is greater than u2. Okay. If u1 is greater than u2, then there will be an impact. After that impact, let bodies move with velocity v1 and v2. In this, v2 is greater than v1. Okay. From this velocity approach is for before impact for body 1 and 2, it is nothing but u1 minus u2, and for velocity approach after impact is v2 and v1, v2 for two second body and first body. Okay, it is v2 minus v1. Okay, that is, before impact body 1 approaches to body 2 with velocity of v1 minus v2, and after the impact body 2 approaches or separated body 1 or moving away from the body 1 with velocity of v2 minus v1. Okay, the ratio of the velocity of separation to the velocity of approach is nothing but coefficient of restitution. Okay, coefficient of restitution is the ratio of velocity of separation to the velocity of approach. Okay, note that the coefficient of restitution is always between the positive number from 0 to 1. Next point is the law of conservation of momentum. Okay, law of conservation of momentum. In case of an impact, if two bodies are colliding or particles are colliding, consider as a system. That is, if two bodies are in contact, that's two particles or bodies are considered as a one system. Then the impulsive forces are the internal forces. That means impulsive force is the internal forces. Okay, that is, if you consider impact body is a system, then this impulsive force is nothing but the internal force. Hence, the resultant force R is 0. Suppose consider body A and body B, or 1 and 2. Okay, in this figure F1 is forces acting by first body on second body, and F2 is force acting by second body on first forces. Like F1 is the force exerted by first body on second body, and F2 is force applied by second body on first body. Okay, that means here F1 is equal to F2. Okay, then the resultant force F is equal to F1 minus F2. Both forces are subtracting, but F1 is equal to F2. Due to this impact, these two bodies exert same forces on each other. Therefore, F1 is, or total F is 0. Resultant force is 0. Okay. Next, as per the Newton law of motion, what is the Newton law of motion? Newton's law of motion, okay, that is derivative of mv to time is equal to total resultant force. Okay, here total resultant force is 0. That means dv by dt, here m is equal to 0. By simplifying this, dv is equal to 0. Okay, when we integrate this, m dv is equal to integration of 0. Here from this you get the mv. Okay, mv is equal to constant. Okay, that is the movement of system remains unchanged after the impact. This is the principle of conservation of momentum. That means the momentum after the impact remains constant. This is nothing but the law of conservation of momentum. For the impact between two bodies, that is total momentum before impact is equal to total momentum after impact. Okay, that is, suppose two body have mass m1, initial velocity u2, second body's mass m2, initial velocity m2 is equal to, that is total momentum before impact is this, and total momentum after impact is m2 v2. Okay, where m1 and m2 like masses of particle 1 and 2, u1 and u2 is the velocity of particle 1 and 2 before impact, and v1 and v2 is velocity of particle 1 and 2 after impact. Okay,